How does it feel to take down the hottest team in the Big Three?
That was the hottest team?
Yeah.
Stop. Next question. I thought we was the hottest. Goals!
Question for any of you guys. How much value does Chris Johnson bring to your team, and what's the biggest difference that you guys notice in your game since the trade?
Sure, it's a big difference. I mean, we never had post presidents since day one, and we were just out there playing with a lot of heart. So we needed all 4 guys to play big for that position. So it's a big plus. That's something that we need. And obviously, you see in the last 2 games, both of these guys came in and played a big role for us.
Thank you.
My name is Tiana Stearns, and my question is for everyone. How has playing in a big league like the Big Three changed your life?
That's a great question. Nice to meet you as well. The Big Three has changed my life in a dramatic way. I felt like I was one of the talents that was kind of slept on or just left overseas, and overseas players don't get as much recognition as professional NBA players. So the Big Three has given me a platform to not only tell my story, but to speak to a community in my city where I'm from, give a voice and give a spotlight to a community that's kind of left out. So for me, Big Three has been an amazing and wonderful experience, and it's changed my life a whole lot.
Pretty much piggyback on what he said, and just having the opportunity to continue to play at a high level, especially with like former NBA players and guys who are still playing. Any chance you're able to compete at a high level, it's just a blessing altogether.
James, the playmaker.
Go ahead.
Sorry, James, the playmaker. What have you learned from the juggernaut Mike Bibby about lifting in the gym?
To not lift that much. That's what I learned.
Solomon Jones, I spoke with you yesterday, and you talked about you guys needed some big players, some inside presence, and then today you come out and hit the game-winning 3. Can you talk about that moment for us, please?
It's kind of felt good. It was a good moment. Just the opportunity came, man. These guys here, I mean, they trust I'm big, can stretch the floor a little bit, and that's what Mike called me and told me, he was going to pick me up for a big that can stretch the floor. So the opportunity came. I just took advantage of the opportunity and trusted the shot. My teammates trusted me to take it, and thank God it went in.
It was a good extra pass too, by the way.
Thanks.
How much did you get for the half-court shot you hit at practice yesterday?
Like 1,000.
Light.
Nah, $100. $100.
This is for anyone. The crowd is chanting for Jason Terry to come in. Do you think if he came in, that would have been a difference maker?
No. He should have stayed exactly where he was. He didn't want none of these problems. Goals!
Speaking of problems, next week you guys face the league leader in the Triplets. I feel all this positive energy. You talking big, Mike. You got a big game next week. You ready?
Goals! That's it. No, of course. I mean, we got a big task ahead of us, but for us, we just gonna go out there and do what we've been doing all season. That's fighting, scrapping. I could speak for all of us. All of us is like active overseas players. So we fight. We got a chip on our shoulder. So we gonna fight every possession. That's kind of the chip that you have on your shoulder when you play overseas basketball. Our summers be the only time that we got to spend with our friends and our family. So for us, like we all still active. I know I work out 3-4 times a week during the week before the weekend game. So like we just ready. We gonna scrap. I call guys like myself crumb snatchers. We gonna get everything that's close to the floor, and that's how we pulled out this win tonight.
Ghost.
This is for
job, you guys. Sheena Quick from Fox Sports. With the win today, second win in a row for you guys, find yourselves in a 4-way tie coming down into going into week 9. How do you guys feel with the possibility of the playoffs being expanded to more teams? Possibly. Like if there was a possibility.
I mean, we kind of gonna force the league hand. It has to be. They have to expand because it's like 5-6 teams that are tied with the same record. So some adjustments have to be made, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be made after next week because it's inevitable for 3 or 4 teams to not have the same record. So it's going to be interesting to see how the league does the playoffs. We just going to make it real tough on them. So all we got to do is do what we do to finish this season out with a win, and hopefully we'll be in New Orleans.
I'm Nurse Noel from the Dr. Oz Show and Sway in the Morning.
Okay.
So the Big Three just brought in a new initiative, a health initiative for mental health, Be Well. How important is that for you, and what do you do, being that it's such an aggressive game, to keep your mental health intact?
I don't think I can say that. Okay, so I mean, I think mental health is a big issue, especially coming from the community that I come from. Like a lot of things is topics that we need to address. One thing that I've experienced growing up was death. Where I'm from, it's a lot of murders, and I feel like that alone is a traumatic and a mental health issue that is not addressed amongst our community and amongst us as black and brown people. So I think it's a great thing that the Big Three is doing. I mean, this is the league for these issues to be discussed and talked about. Me, I just like to have fun. You know, I love the game. This is my passion, but at the same time, I go back to my start of the game, just having fun with it. Playing with energy, my fan interaction. I mean, that's big. That's big for me. Taking pictures with the kids, like all of that stuff. Like I love that type of stuff. So, but I read a lot. I read a lot of books. I work out extremely hard. You know, so I get my attention and I get my mind free those ways.
I understand George Gervin waived your curfew after the big win tonight. What are you guys doing in Miami?
Curfew? 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 That's all I got to say about that. That's it?
Okay, so going back to the other question I have.
Tell them. Somebody didn't answer, huh?
Can you answer my question?
Yeah.
Okay, can you repeat it then?
My question was, how has playing in a big league like the Big Three changed your life?
It changed my life in a way that it's another platform to be able to showcase the skill and the work ethic that I have prepared to, play basketball. It's a big platform that's on the rise, and to be able to continue to play at an older age, it's a blessing to be able to come out here and play against former pros and guys that's still playing overseas. So I think it's a blessing also to get paid as well.
Of course.
To help your pockets out
Take that.
or your family. So that's one of my many blessings to be able to be in the Big Three.
Pretty much what he said too. As y'all know, this is my second game here, so I was kind of at home, just sitting down watching. I went to the combine. I thought I should have been here from the beginning, but everything works out, and it happens for a reason. So I'm here now, so it definitely changed my life. Because I'm here now and with my brothers, my former brothers, and like I said, I mean, hopefully I can showcase my talents and I can move forward to the next step, and who knows what might happen after this for me.